This is ESPN on ABC.
Welcome to Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals as the series shifts back to Indiana, home of the Indy 500. The Pacers, they have been perfect at home, 6-0 this postseason. That's the good news for Indy. That guy clearly knows it, a team that's hoping to keep pace with Boston down their All-Star. But the Celtics are also perfect on the road in these playoffs, winning all 4 games. One of those streaks will come to an end tonight, and we are counting you down on ABC.
Boston up 2-0 here in these Eastern Conference Finals.
I just come out and try to add value on both sides of the floor.
Brown knocks it down. He's got 40.
Wanna feel like this, gotta be sharp, gotta come clean.
We gotta give everything. We gotta give everything that we have.
Siakam right now on fire.
Wanna feel like this. Let's go. We doing what we on.
Don't let up. Keep going. Come on.
Smoke detector, I be smoke.
Welcome to NBA Countdown, presented by Chime.
Welcome to NBA Countdown from our studios here in Los Angeles. He's the legend, Stephen A. Smith. He is the architect of the 4-time champion Golden State Warriors, Bob Myers, the Hall of Famer, Micah Wilbon, and they call him the point god. Chris Paul is here with us as well. I'm Malika Andrews. And gentlemen, we start our show with potentially series-altering news here. Tyrese Haliburton, as our Adrian Wojnarowski reported, will miss tonight's game after suffering a hamstring injury in Game 2. So, Chris, he's the engine of their team. How can the Pacers avoid stepping one step closer to a sweep here in this
That's
series?
tough. That's tough. He does so much for this team emotionally, the way he gets everyone involved. Guys are going to have to step up. TJ McConnell's going to be asked to do more. Nembhard's going to be asked to do more. Everybody's going to have to lift their game up a little bit in order to get a win.
An Eastern Conference final game is back in Indianapolis, first time in 10 years. Of course, it's Memorial Day weekend. Of course, it's the busiest weekend of the year. The Indy 500 tomorrow, Pacers tonight, and Monday night. Here in this series, the Celtics winning the first 2 games in Boston. And the Pacers now looking to bounce back, but receive difficult injury news today. That's going to make it even tougher. But they'll have a sellout crowd to try and spur them on. And good evening, everyone. Welcome to Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals. The Pacers are undefeated at home in this postseason, 6-0. But all 6 games came with their All-NBA point guard Tyrese Haliburton leading the way. Not the case tonight. Injured his left hamstring in Game 2. So let's get the update and welcome in Lisa Salters. Hey, Lisa.
Hey, Mike. It's the same hamstring that caused Tyrese Haliburton to miss 10 games earlier this season. He actually left Game 2 with about 4 minutes to go in the third quarter, did not return. But Rick Carlisle said Haliburton had been dealing with discomfort even before that. In fact, he said Haliburton was getting treatment for the injury back in the locker room throughout the entire halftime of Game 2. Carlisle told us that Tyrese is doing better today than he was yesterday, but said it just didn't make sense to put him out there tonight with the way that hamstring is still feeling, and that the decision was made by the organization and taken out of Haliburton's hands. As for Monday's Game 4, Carlisle said that may be a different conversation. They'll just have to wait and see. So rookie Ben Shepherd will get the start tonight. Shepherd will be the first rookie to start a conference finals game since Jason Tatum back in 2018. Mike?
All right, Lisa, thank you. Now we welcome in JJ and Doris. Obviously difficult news, JJ. One thing that won't change is the will and determination of the Pacers. What does change is the talent level. It's a huge loss. So how, without their all-star, all-NBA point guard, how do they win one game tonight?
The Pacers are a balanced group. They've got 7 players averaging double figures in this postseason, and they're going to need another big game from Pascal Siakam. He's been excellent and has had a lot of success in his matchup against Al Horford. But defensively, it's hard enough to slow the historic Boston Celtics offense. You can't compound it with mistakes. Too many mistakes in Game 2. Miscommunication, offensive rebounds leading to threes, blown pick and roll coverage, helping off the strong side corner, wide open 3, and then this play, the Celtics walking the ball up the court. No one guards a 40% shooter in Peyton Pritchard in the corner. The Indiana Pacers have to clean up their defensive coverage for them to win this game.
As for Boston, they're the subject of tonight's thrilling moment, driven by Nissan. They took care of business in Game 2, and Jaylen Brown was magnificent. It seems sometimes, Doris, that he's overshadowed by Jason Tatum and some of the new Celtics. But since he was first drafted 8 years ago, you could tell he was going to be a special player.
He's evolved tremendously. As a group, the Boston Celtics want to do this. They want a corner crash. Well, who better to do it than your 6'6", 223-pound elite athlete? He arrived in the league with this speed and the ability to attack in transition, use that explosive athleticism. But here's where he's different. That left-hand drive is much better, and his ability to rim read and make the right decisions, the ball starts flying. He is now elevating the guys around him. He's been special.
Well, it's Indy 500 weekend. What a weekend in Indianapolis. Celtics and Pacers in a race to get to the NBA Finals. They'll start their engines for Game 3 next.
The NBA Eastern Conference Finals on ABC, presented by AT&T, are brought to you by Google Pixel, the only phone engineered by Google. This presentation of the NBA Eastern Conference Finals, presented by AT&T, will continue after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
Indianapolis is the Memorial Day Mecca. Yeah. Let's get it.
It's going to be a big weekend with the race. We can't wait to get back on the home court.
500 miles of grueling grind.
Obviously, we want Tyrese back out there. It's on us to continue to play and bring that energy.
And the big race is on.
I want it all or nothing. Let's turn up the city tonight. Let's turn up the city tonight.
We want to play better. Obviously, losing sucks.
Grueling grind.
Let's light up the city tonight.
And here they come. Off to a flying start.
Taking advantage of home court, and that's what we worked all season for. Being the #1 seed, being able to take care of business here at home.
It all or nothing. Let's turn up the city tonight. Let's turn up the city tonight.
And here they come. Grueling grind.
Now let's go steal one in a row. Or two.
And the big race is on.
Let's light up the city tonight.
It's that time again for the Boston Celtics and the Indiana Pacers. The Eastern Conference Finals, presented by AT&T. Gainbridge Fieldhouse is packed. It's been a great home court advantage for these Indiana Pacers. So loud that the Celtics feeling confident coming in, including Jason Tatum, who's wearing a mic for us tonight.
Derek White, my favorite part of the playoff, Game 3. Game 3. They happy to be back home. They fans came to steal. Do the little thing. Rebound. Take care of the ball. And knock down some shots, baby! All we gotta do our job. 2 games on the final. One at a time.
I wish I was that relaxed all the time as he gets set. And we look at our starting lineups, brought to you by Clorox. The same starting 5. Al Horford still in. Still Kristaps Porzingis not ready to return. But this starting 5 has been terrific for Joe Mazzulla and the Celtics. Of course, the big change for the Pacers. Ben Shepherd, the rookie, started just 1 game during the regular season. It's his first playoff start. But Shepherd has shown he is not afraid of the bright lights. He will not be the point guard. He's the 2 guard. Andrew Nimhard, who played a lot of point guard in college and is basically a point guard, he gets that opportunity without Tyrese Haliburton. And Doris, how many times have we seen during the course of the NBA's regular season? It seems nightly a star player is out and his teammates rally around. Somebody gets more opportunities, more shots, more minutes, and they come up with a win. This is a tough task. We've seen it many times before.
The thing I've admired most in this playoff run of this Indiana team has been their grit, their competitive toughness, particularly from their young guys. And I'm curious to see, who does Boston attack? You're going to miss Tyrese Haliburton. You're going to miss his scoring, his passing, his verve, all the things he brings. But they were attacking him. Who do they attack tonight?
Well, Jaylen Brown attacks the basket on